Hey designers, welcome back. In today's video, we're gonna see a powerful workflow that I use to create amazing AI ads. They are just mind-blowing. First, take a look at it and then we'll talk more about it.
मेरी शादी के कार्ड्स इतने सुंदर थे, हर मेहमान ने तारीफ की। शुक्रिया J&J।
आपकी हर प्रिंटिंग जरूरत के लिए J&J है साथ।
So that what you saw right now is a full 60-second ad and it had everything, right? You saw a real ink drop, a logo formation, real product shots, customers talking about the brand, a proper voiceover, background music that is ducking perfectly to every single dialogue there. And everything, even you saw the closing line was in Hindi, it was localized for India. And overall, if you see, it just looks like an agency shot this, right? But nobody shot anything here. It's basically just an idea typed into Claude, and this is what came out on the other side. Fully put together, ready to post. And stick around because this isn't the only one. I also want to show you another example, which is a mattress brand, and it has got testimonials in 3 different Indian languages. I'll just fast forward the part, but take a look at this.
J&J Mattresses, आपका official Duroflex outlet. Doctor recommended ortho support.
It's time to upgrade your sleep. J&J Mattresses.
And also at the very end of this video, I'm gonna give away this actual prompt or the workflow that you saw as a free ebook. So stick towards the end and don't close the tab. Make sure you grab that. So in this video, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to break down what Magnific MCP actually is and how it connects to Claude, then what Descript MCP is doing at the end of it, and then I'm going to walk you through both the real ads start to finish so that you can see exactly what tools are doing and what's handing off to the next one. So first, really quick, what is Magnific MCP that I'm just keeping talking about? Forget the fancy term for a second. Here's actually what you need to know. So think of Magnific as basically your entire production studio that can basically create images, videos, create voice and all that, which is sitting inside Claude because Claude doesn't have these capabilities. Claude is like a director which can create amazing prompts and direct the other tools. So you need these tools which can create images, videos, voiceover, lip syncing, music, all through in one place. So that's your connection and that's Magnific MCP. So here's how you connect it. Just go to the settings of your Magnific MCP or whichever tool you have. You will find something called as MCP. Just head towards that and in the settings section, you'll find this. Just copy this which tells you MCP Magnific, whatever is the URL that they give you. Just copy it and then head back to Claude. In Claude settings, just come to the option called as customize. Here you have something called as just head towards this and add a custom connector. Here, just paste the URL that you just got and give it some random name and just add it. Probably it'll ask you to authenticate, which will just take you back to Chrome and you'll be authenticated. That's it. Now, basically given Claude the power to generate images, words and everything. So there you go. That's step 1 done. And you can repeat the same thing with Descript MCP as well. But that's not a mandatory step. If you want to place all your videos and things together and manually edit your video, you're free to do that. But if you want to automate that step as well, you can add Descript MCP, same way how we did with Magnific MCP. So the first one here is for my dad's printing business, and here's literally everything I gave Claude. This is just one paragraph, no storyboard or no detailed scenes or anything. It's just a basic idea and the production and how it has to be done, like basically having a start frame and an end frame and then continue that and then animate it, add the lip sync and so on, right? So basically Claude took this idea, it broke it down into storyboard completely on its own. It figures out every beat, the paper entering, the logo formation, the CTA to close with, and everything is very well detailed out and structured. So for every single scene here, it generates a start and an end frame as still images. So that's how it maintains consistency, and it's using models like GPT and NanoBanana under the hood so that it maintains those realistic images. And then to animate it, it's basically using Kling. So I just instructed it to use the best models, try it out and use the best models. So that's how it basically checks for which is the best model and tries to use it. And this detail matters more than it sounds, right? Because in between 2 log frames gives it more control. Just asking AI to generate a random clip would create inconsistencies across. So generating a start frame, end frame, and then hitting in between that and continuing so on makes the whole thing like a seamless video. So once those frames are logged in, Claude sends this over to Kling to animate the motion in between them. So you can actually see that the paper paper unfolds into the press, and the press output goes pick-up. And the press output actually becomes the printed cards. It's real described motion, not just some random morphing that is happening. And then it layers the voice over it. So it basically uses voiceover from ElevenLabs and also the lip sync which Magnific MCP provides here. So the lip sync that you see with the audio is very accurate on spot. And all this, by the way, is still happening inside the same Claude conversation that you're seeing. So once every clip is animated and every voice line is generated, Claude merges all this into one continuous sequence and hands the whole thing over to Descript. So Descript is like your editing tool which clips everything, adds everything on spot. It aligns the audios, the lip sync and everything on spot. And then it gives you the final script project where you can do further editing as well, so that it's not just one whole sequence of videos where you can't modify things. But with this, you have the freedom to change a clip. If you're not happy with a clip, you can just go back to Claude and say, this particular clip is not matching the sequence. Can you try another variation? And then Claude will go again and just tweak that clip and again put it back into Descript. So now on the second one, I'm going to move on this bit faster because honestly it's the same thing, but just a different idea. So this one here is for a mattress showroom. So same starting point here, one idea that a guy who can't sleep properly on an old mattress walks into a store, tries a new one and feels happy about it. And there are 3 different real customers giving testimonials in 3 different languages. So you can localize it as well, right? So here's the part that genuinely impressed me. The testimonials that I just spoke about is in 3 Indian languages, Hindi, Telugu and Malayalam. And these are just localized for the geography that I'm working with right now. And same pipeline, same lip sync setup, just fed a different idea and just a different script and idea that I've given here. And if you're making ads for a local or a regional audience, this isn't just a gimmick. This is actually the thing that makes your customer trust and ad more, hearing someone talk just like they do. And the same handoff at the end here as well, straight into Descript and everything aligned, auto-ducked and done. I can just verify it and then just export it. So it's not like everything is really perfect and you get it at one shot. So to be honest, probably you might not be happy with the first cut if you're really keen on going to each and every detail, right? So don't expect the first output to be something that you publish. Treat it like a junior editor and a junior director, not a final delivery, because that's the whole workflow, right? And second, the frame consistency basically lives or dies on how you specify your upfront style. And that brings one more thing that you got to take away from this. So write your own style Bible, because that becomes your core of the whole foundation, that how it looks and how consistent things are. This is literally just one paragraph that you paste into each and every single frame of your prompt, and it logs that exact look for each and every start frame and end frame that you create. So I did this for the printing ad, and as you can see that one fixed style description that is going into every frame. And that's the only reason that the 8 separately generated images actually look like they came from the single shoot that happened. And this is the consistency that you need, because then it feels like a very seamless one. So to quickly summarize it, all what you saw is Magnific MCP basically gives Claude the hands to generate images, animations, voice, lip sync and so on. And Descript is basically giving that finishing touch, allowing you to edit the videos and place everything in sequence. And Claude is like the main director sitting and giving instructions to both these tools, right? So that's mostly about it. And the ebook that I spoke about, it's there in the description below. You can download it and see what this workflow is about. It detailedly gives you that workflow that I used. You just give it your idea and connect your tools and give that workflow to Claude, and it'll start generating AI ads like what I showed you in the video. And also in the next video, what I'm thinking is something interesting. I'll actually break down what this cost me from start to finish with the tools and Claude and the tokens it consumed and the credits that Magnific took. So from start to end, I'm going to take you through the complete breakdown so that you can roughly know how you can start charging clients for creating such end-to-end ads for them. So yeah, if you found this useful, subscribe, drop a comment telling me what business or brand you want to try this on. And if you've tried it, let me know how that worked as a workflow. And if you have any tips and interesting tricks that you want to share with the audience here, that will be great. Put it in the comments below and I'll definitely read it. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.